Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel, or if you're new and you just happen to stumble across my page, hi, I'm Mend. So if you haven't already, let's get this kind of stuff out of the way so we can get into the video. Subscribe if you haven't already, if you love all things like spiritual and tarot and oracle deck related books and the law of attraction and manifesting, which I will be incorporating very, very soon. But yeah, if that's your jam and you kind of like rambly chit chat occasionally, then this is the place for you. Also, do hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload, which I'm trying to get into the regular schedule of uploading on Wednesdays and Fridays, my longer content, and hopefully incorporating a few shorts and all that stuff. For those of you that don't know, I'm Mend. If you didn't quite catch that at the start of the video, I will repeat it here for you again. And I am from Ireland, so if you're kind of trying to figure out where's that accent from, yeah, I'm from the beautiful Green Isle of Ireland. So without further ado, let's get into the video, because you know what, we don't want to hear anymore about hitting subscribe buttons and liking buttons and whatnot. Let's get into the content that we want to see, right? So today, and I've been eager to do this since I actually got this one in the post last week, I think it is a side-by-side view for the Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland. Excuse me. So these are the two oracle decks by Yasmin Boland, and if memory serves me right, I do believe she's coming out with another one this year, which I will not be holding back from buying. Okay, in case you thought I was going to say I will not be buying, we all know that that is not true. You all know how much I love tarot and oracle decks. I'll be honest, trying to be more mindful of the decks that I'm buying, but listen, we all have one of those kind of off the cuff buying, on a whim. So let's get into it. I should really do it this way, shouldn't I? Because this is her first deck and then this is the second deck. So I got this a couple of years ago. I do have this quite some time, and I only got this deck recently, even though it was published back in, please give me a year. Oh no, there's no year written on the back of this. Was there ever? Let me just check the book really, really quickly. Here. So, oh gosh, is this 2018? This one? Because on here it just says Moonology Oracle Cards 2018. But both of them are Moonology. So I am going to go with the fact that this came out in 2018 and this came out okay, this says 2018. Oh my gosh, I don't know. But this is our first and then this. So we're just going to go with that, all right? So this is a 44 card deck and it has a guidebook. It's by Yasmin Boland and the artwork is by Nix Rowan. And this again is by obviously Yasmin Boland and the artwork is by Lori Mena. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, I do apologize. And this is a 48 card. So we have 4 more cards in this one than we do in this one. So if you're like me and you wanted to see what was the difference, of course, I didn't think of YouTubing it. I just thought of buying the deck. But that's just me, right? But I get it. If you don't have the space and you don't have, the room for another deck, you might only want to buy one. So let's see what is the difference, what's more, what's less, So I think we've all seen the standard Hay House. They're both published by Hay House. I have the guidebooks here. That is my chair squeaking. I do apologize for that. So these are the guidebooks. As you can see, this one has been very loved. It has been referenced and will continue to be referenced too. This is brand new, so it's still going to be in pretty good nick for the time being. But as you can see, this is for manifestation. And these are just pretty much like moon cards as such. But there is more to them. I do find her guidebooks really, really good because she has like her little message and then, or like what the meaning of the card is, and then a tune to the moon, additional meanings for the cards, and then the teaching, which I really, really liked. These are manifesting oracle cards, or you can use them with manifesting, which I love working with the law of attraction and manifesting. So to be able to incorporate oracle cards, now you don't have to buy these ones specifically for manifesting, you can use any deck you want, but I'm just one of these people that likes to coordinate all these things. So yes, is there, oh yeah, I meant to say, on this guidebook you have the picture of the card, and on these you do not. It's just the name of the card, what it means, manifesting mix, manifesting mindset, tune into your manifesting powers, and when to manifest your magic, which I think is so important. I also have the book, which I read a long time ago, and I do intend on reading it again at some point and kind of annotating and taking notes and things like that. It's something I didn't do first time around, and I should have. So let's get into the deck. This is the Moonology. Both of them are Moonology. But this is the Moonology manifesting or manifestation oracle cards, as we can all see. So as you can see, one is quite dark, one is quite bright. They both have the moon phases at the back. So the color palette is completely different with the two, which is what I like, to be fair. So if you are wondering, could you incorporate the two together? You could. The backs just mightn't match up, nor will the artwork, because it's by two different artists, which is completely fine. I love these backs. I'm not gonna lie, they're definitely one of my favorite backs that I've ever seen. Did it play a slight part in me buying the deck? Maybe. Possibly. Absolutely. I love the backs. These are amazing. So I'm going to turn them around and let's see what we have. So what I did notice is, when I was looking through the guidebook, and please do bear with me, if you want to skip ahead, that's completely fine, but I would recommend listening to this all the same, just so you're aware of it. When I was putting this deck, oh sorry, I just shook you about. I hope you're okay. Take a minute. It's okay. Is these incorporated like moon phases. While this does too, it's not so much the moon phases, you have more the cycles. Okay, so it's the new moon, first quarter, full moon, and last quarter. So I found that quite interesting, as she used the new moon, first quarter, full moon, and last quarter all in the different signs astrologically. So if astrology is a favorite topic of yours, it's something that I'm kind of dipping my toes in. I wouldn't say I have a wide, broaden horizons, does that even make sense, of knowledge on, you know, the certain star signs. I know my own to an extent, but I wouldn't have a complete deep knowing, and that's okay, because you know what, that's the beauty about all this. You don't have to know everything. That's why the guidebooks are so handy. Whereas with this one, you just have the new moon and the full moon, and then you have moon phases and the special moon cards, which I found super interesting. So what I would like to do is to show the new moon and the full moon cards together with these. So that, I mean, yes, I know that's not us completely flipping through, as in like this is the first card, second card, but what I did want to do is just to show you side by side of full moon in Aries and new moon in Aries, and then show you the first and last quarters in each one of these. I know I've done a walkthrough of this, but I wanted to show you guys side by side. So what I will do is I'm going to just get the full moon portion of this so that we have that at the very least, and that you can see side by side. Which are you more drawn to? Do you like both? Do you want to work with both? So this is our full moon in Aries at the start of the first Moonology. Okay, so we are all sorted. Apologies about that. I realized I had put the full moons instead of the new moons when I was sorting these out. So we are going with the new moons first, because that's what is the first one in the Moonology manifestation, which is these ones, and these are just the Moonology cards. So as you can see, you have your new moon in Aries, which has the sign, and then how the moon looks, and then your little key phrase, keyword. And it's interesting that this is like, go for it, it's time to take action. So I just, want to see what are the difference between the two decks. So they do have different keywords, like you and your loved ones are safe, relax. So I feel like you could work with these side by side. Oh. These are still new, so they're kind of sticking slightly. I love both decks. I have to say though, the imagery on this one is absolutely stunning. This is still a good oracle deck. Don't let the vibrancy of this one overshadow the gorgeousness of just the Moonology deck, Like, I like the way they balance each other though. It's like a time to give rather than take. Trust all will be well. So you definitely can see how the color is playing out in the two. They, still incorporated like the purples amongst the, Libra. Like, a new romantic cycle begins. Know you are loved. So they do tie in really, really nicely, but they're completely different to each other, which I think is really, really pretty as well. Excuse me. I love the way we have to go deeper and work to your fears. So you have to go deeper to, face your fears to do that little shadow work. And I do like seeing the difference. I love that. Like, bring love into the situation. Open up to change. Like, the meditate and contemplate and attune to the divine. Like, how gorgeous do these two go together? The next ones we're going to go through are the full moons, so you can see them side by side as well. So I love the way it says like a fiery climax approaches, cool your emotions. So definitely, if you've been wondering, can you work with the two together? Absolutely. Also, cardstock wise, these are easy to kind of shuffle. Well, both of them are easy to shuffle. I'm just finding the Moonology manifestation cards a little bit tougher at the moment to kind of separate, but I think that's just because they're new and things like that. So that's probably, that's on me, not the cards. The cardstock on both are really nice actually. This kind of has this velvety feel to an extent, it's far more, whereas this is like the old Hay House cardstock as well. Again, I know I've said this, but I really love how they complement each other. Like, the keywords definitely do. If you don't find the images do, and you're more key phrase and, you like to journal on that, these will be amazing. And I do think she gives journal prompts as well. And while some cards, yes, do veer from each other, I mean, they do. Yeah, you just took the words there, card. Balance. They do balance each other out completely, It's not a case of they're like complete opposites of each other. They're really, they really complement each other. They really complement each other, which I really like. Because I wouldn't have thought of using them together, but now when I put them side by side, which I love videos like this, that you can see whether decks will work together or not. Okay, so for both of these, we have look at the bigger picture. So look at the bigger picture and see the bigger picture. So they are, they're pretty much the same. And I probably missed a few, but for the most part, that's the first one I've taken notice of anyway. That they're pretty much the same, Okay, that would be similar as well. Like, show the world the real you, be real. It's pretty much kind of the same thing, really, isn't it? And though I love this card, and I think I said that in my walkthrough as well. Like, I just love the fishies in it. It's so cute. And I think it's, obviously I'm a Pisces as well, so I really like that. And now I'm just going to show you the rest of the cards that we have. So these are the first quarter and the last quarters in the different signs. And these are moon phases and special moon phases from the Moonology, and this is the manifestation one. They're not the same, but I just want to see what are they like side by side, all the same. So in her manifestation one, she doesn't have, waxing, crescent, or waning or anything like that. It's pretty much following from, in quarters, basically. So here we have first quarter, and then we have first quarter moon in Gemini. So she's really got more into depth with the quarters. Ooh, I like that. Like, you're very close to achieving your goal. Push through any insecurity. So you're so close. Don't give up. Don't stop right now. You just need to keep going. You don't know how far you've left to go, but if you stop now. So I love the way, like, instantly already messages are coming up for me. Like, I do read intuitively with my oracle decks. I do, yes, sometimes refer to the guidebook. It depends on the deck again. But, just by doing these side by side, they're in order. So, how they look, how they work. I mean, you can see. Okay, so this is the first quarter, obviously, and this is the third quarter. But it's so beautiful to see them side by side. I love this. A time for healing. Release your blocks. So yeah, again, they definitely work beautifully together. I can't wait to actually work more with these. I'm definitely going to incorporate these with my manifestation and releasing rituals and things like that, which would be really cool. Like, the energy is gaining momentum. Trust the universe. Excuse me. Like, they do. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of it? Do you have these two decks? Do you work with them together, or do you work with one exclusively more than the other? Or did you rehome them and you're like, no, I couldn't get into it? Or are you like me, where you're like, it took watching one of these videos that I'm like, yeah, now I want it, or now I need it, You feel that instant draw. Are you feeling messages off it, Are you getting those intuitive hits? I wish I could do this far smoother than what I am doing this. Oh my goodness. Like, hold your vision, clear your mind. Even the colors in these together, it's like light and dark. They completely, can we all say together, balance each other? They complement each other. They're like two halves put together. So I'm interested to see how her next deck, what that'll be like. And there is inclusion of crystals here, which I do love. I love. Okay, so the North Node is the last one on this. And then I'll just show you the rest of these. I know I did a walkthrough of this, but if you don't feel like going watching that, that's completely okay too. Again, I do love the Pisces card, but maybe I'm very biased in that sense because I am a Pisces. So, my lovelies, that was a walkthrough of the two Moonology decks. Jeepers, they're like a mouthful sometimes. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you have these decks? Do you love them? Have you not worked with them? I haven't worked with this one yet, so I am looking forward to it, but it is kind of on my waiting list of decks that I need, you know, that I'm working with, because I have two decks I'm just exclusively working with and I'm enjoying working with it, because I really like to do kind of more in-depth videos and to share my thoughts and things like that on decks that I'm working with, and yeah, just kind of, I suppose, like a video diary as such. But yeah, thank you so much for sticking around and watching this. If you've watched it all the way through, I do appreciate it. And yeah, I'm gonna leave you with that. Have an amazing day, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are in the world, and I will chat to you all real soon. Bye guys.